Craig the Creek show about a boy named Craig and his two friends, Kelsey and JP's fault adventure exploring the nature of the nearby creek. After watching every single episode of the show, I have compiled a tier list for a placement for every episode. However, not every episode of the show is great, in my opinion. So let me make this crystal clear. I mean absolutely no ill will towards any of the Craig the Creek staff members when I talk about the bad episodes. I'm positive that y'all did a fantastic job working hard to produce these episodes and took a lot of time and effort. With all that said, welcome to Craig UnDynamacy. So welcome back to Craig UnDynamacy. So today I'll be talking about another of my least favorite episodes of Craig the Creek. Before this video starts, I would really appreciate if you guys like and subscribe and check out those trouble as well as checking my DeviantArt and my Twitter. The links are in the description. I also want you to share it with your friends, and by doing all those three things, you're helping me a lot to reach 1,000 subscribers. Now let's do this. Okay, so this month's Craig UnDynamacy is about the episode Breaking the Ice. Unfortunately, another episode with Will and Nessa in the spotlight. Because we all love those, apparently. Do we? We all do. Except me. I don't like Will and Nessa. Anyway, the summary for Breaking the Ice reads: Craig, on his own, discovers an abandoned playhouse in the middle of a frozen lake. He ends up running to his rival, Will and Nessa, and they are both left stranded when the ice breaks. As usual, the two end up bickering and arguing over their differing views. However, when they are forced to huddle into the playhouse to escape the cold, the two of them end up learning a little more about each other. I hate the Craig and Will and Nessa shipping, and here's why. Firstly, I hate Will and Nessa. It should be clear by this point. That should definitely make me biased against this ship, since Craig's the complete opposite by being one of my favorite characters of all time, in like any cartoon for that matter. And you're kind of right about that. I guess it's just my undying hatred for Will and Nessa that just sours my viewpoint on the pairing altogether. But secondly, look at the history the two have. In almost all of the episodes in which Will and Nessa appears in, she like almost always she's mocking Craig for not knowing anything on animals. It's happened in Mortimer to the Rescue, it's happened in The Great Fossil Rush for virtually no reason, it's happened in Ferret Quest, the episode where her criticisms are literally the main focus of the side plot. The side note, it's actually like one of my it's actually like, in my opinion, the best episode of Learn to Sing Ferret Quest. Actually pretty solid. Not really all that bad. It's still like, well, it's still bad as always, but like the episode itself isn't really all that bad. Yeah, it's like, I don't like it. So after all that disrespect to my boy Craigie, do I think I would just let all that slide and let her crush on Craig? No. Why would you guys pick yes? You guys never learn. What's wrong with you guys? And thirdly, is Will and Nessa really the right character to pair up with Craig? So apparently Will and Nessa has secretly had a crush on Craig before this episode, and but she's playing like the tsundere anime trope and doesn't really make her feelings obvious. A lot of people like that, since it's interesting to see an anime trope in a Western cartoon, especially since there are some little Easter eggs of anime sprinkled inside, Craig. Remember the episode of Jinxening where it's like Dragon Ball Z sort of? That's kind of cool. That's a good episode, but this isn't a good episode. It's I don't know, I still think the whole thing was done pretty poorly. Before this, there was almost no romantic attraction between the two characters. And while I know that's how the tsundere trope is supposed to work, there should have at least been a few hints sprinkled here and there. And since there weren't any, at least from what I've seen, the idea of Will and Nessa crushing on Craig without any build up to it is whatsoever is just so random to watch that it actually gives me brain damage. Now, I will give the ship credit. It's at least nice that they're trying to give some romantic spotlight to Craig and Nessa. They did it with JP and Manny, which was really wholesome. Now Kelsey and Stacks are a thing. So I do kind of appreciate how Craig is getting a ship tease. But, I don't know, my bias against Will and Nessa is just way too massive for me to see the true value in this pairing. So I'm voting against it. In fact, I'm running for mayor. I'm going to represent you. So, If you like the ship, good for you. That gives you all the power in the world. And I'm sorry to any fans that I might have offended in this video. And apology goes to you, Craig staff, for creating the ship. Like, please do not take any offense from anything that I say about the ship. I think you guys are wonderful people. I have very high respect for you because you just create such an amazing show that I love watching. I always anticipate the new episodes. But I think that the pairing isn't really all that great. I'm not saying you should improve it because I said so. I'm just saying, like, I'm just not a fan in my opinion. You can keep doing it. I probably won't mind, and like, I don't think I will make a season 2 of Creek UnDynamacy. Just like, I don't know, I'm just not a fan. I'm sorry. So I guess this is like a popular episode in the fandom for how it like officially introduces the Craig and Melissa pairing and foreshadows a potential romance between the two. But if that happens, I will most likely be disappointed, since I didn't like the pairing to begin with. And pairing Craig and Melissa is not really the key to a great romance from my eyes. And from this point onwards, from this point onwards, I kind of can't really stand Melissa anymore. Yes, she's not really as unlikable as she was before this episode, but now her entire personality is just like defending Craig and almost confessing her feelings in some scenes, which I don't like. I don't like it. Like, obviously, like, I hate her, like, being like a self-centered, like, manipulative, like, but like surprisingly innocent girl that gets away with everything. I hate that more. But like, this isn't really good either, because now she's like just like changing her entire personality because of Craig and because she likes Craig. I don't get that. I'm not a fan at all. I don't like it. Yeah, just have them be friends and the world can finally be at peace. At least, well, my world at least. Maybe if a future episode tackles this shipping and actually does it well, I might reconsider. But for now, I still hate the shipping. And the episode. As for the stuff I liked, I guess I do like how this episode all takes place in a tiny little playhouse on a small, like, tiny island surrounded by, like, a frozen moat. It does give off a pretty bleak and wintry ambience in the episode, and I kind of dig it a little bit. That's kind of like the only thing I like about the episode, though, and it's not even important anyway. It's just like the location and setting that like doesn't even matter because they spend all of it inside the playhouse, not just like walking around and stuff. All right, and that was Creek UnDynamacy. Now, just to let you all know, next month would it be okay to say unfortunately? Well, I don't know. Like, it's Creek UnDynamacy. I have more fun talking about the good episodes than the bad episodes. It will be the last episode of Creek UnDynamacy next month. After that, I will officially be done talking about the bad episodes of Crazy Creek, because I genuinely do love the show, and it's kind of unhealthy for me to rant about its poor episodes. I mean, look at what this episode did to me. I hope you all will enjoy the final episode when it comes out. I'm not going to tell you what episode it is. You're just going to have to anticipate. You have to, like, wait and see. Probably reveal in the podcast recording studios, and then, like, you'll have to wait even more for that episode to come out after, like, yeah, just a bunch of waiting up until, like, so. If you like this video, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to this video. Share it with your friends, and check them out on to my Twitter and my Dimner. The links are in the description. And yeah, it's time for me to head out, and I'll see you guys next time.